Yo, 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 what up? This is the first episode of the SNA Podcast with your host, myself, Super Ninja Austin, here talking about the review of Monday Night Raw tonight. And it all started with the Judgment Day coming out in the ring and making their presence known. And they're saying, even though Finn Balor should have lost his match against Seth Rollins from a week from this past Saturday at SummerSlam, and they should have lost their match last Monday on Raw against Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. As long as Damian Priest is the Senior Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and Ripley is the Women's World Champion, and Dominic Mysterio is the North American Champion, they still dictate whatever goes down in WWE. And before you have a chance to go on and on what he said, that's when JD Madonna came out and make his presence known and let the Judgment Day know that they better have Finn Balor's back tonight in the main event against Cody Rhodes. And that's what made Rhea Ripley offended, and I had heard, and then she said, "How dare you speak to us like that? Like, we don't take orders from nobody." Dominic's like, "Yeah, you better show some respect, especially to the future World Heavyweight Champion himself, Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest." And then what's his name was walking off. He was like, JD Madonna was walking off. He was like, whatever. And then Rhea Ripley's like, "Oh, one more thing." One more thing, like when the next time you run into Finn Balor, like tell him we have a talk, which that did not sound very good for neither Finn or the Judgment Day in general. And then Sami Zayn went out to the ring and then went up and then got into a big physical brawl because last week he attacked him from behind and left an awful elbow golf ball stain injury on Zayn's arm. So he was trying to get some kind of revenge. They got into a fight, and then when he went face to face the Judgment Day, they start backing up saying, "No, go ahead and finish off with JD." So that's what he did. And then WWE made it official, made it Sami Zayn versus JD Madonna, which was a pretty decently good match. Like it was only like 5 to 10 minutes, and then they're fighting like just a typical wrestling match, like for being the opener match, of course. Like when JD Madonna thought that he was gonna beat Sami Zayn that easily, but Sami Zayn was like, "No, not today." And then he started hitting him with his usual move sets, like with the elbow strikes and the Blue Thunder Bomb and suplex, much more, And if that's when Finn Balor came out, tried to interfere into the match. First, he unsuccessfully went and distract Sami Zayn, but what's his name was ready for him. He stepped back before Sami Zayn can hit him with a strike. JD thought he could hit him with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up, but shout out, like my homeboy Simon Miller said. Yeah, shout out to you and the rest of the World Culture guys. But back to the match. He tried to hit Zayn with the surprise roll-up, and then he kicked out. Hit him with the running flying headbutt, and then tried to hit the top rope. Zayn got out of the way. Finn Balor once again tried to distract him, but Sami Zayn knocked him with a left fist, and then hit JD with a haluva kick for the 1-2-3 victory. Congratulations to Sami Zayn tonight. And then he celebrated that win with what's his name fuming, and then after the match, Finn Balor tried to attack him, but Sami Zayn smartly ran out of the ring before Finn Balor can even have a chance to lay a foot on him. And okay, move on to the next match. We got.
You get the idea. And now save 50% off any style of window.
And then we have what we have here.
Payments for 24 months. Window Nation, the perfect.
And then, Gunther. Like they were hyping up about Gunther being the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, and he's like he's 25 days away from beating the Honky Tonk Man's record, which I'm not sure it's happening because later on his title match against Chad Gable is going to be announced, but I'm gonna get to that later on. As soon as we get to Imperium, they start cutting a promo about this upcoming match against Chad Gable, whenever that match is. But before he can finish what he was saying, Chad Gable comes out and then interrupts him. He's like, I gotta respect that you are the most dominant intercontinental champion. And then it was like, how about we have a match right? And then what else that happened? And he was like, but also, yeah, he also, and then before they go further about whenever they have their match, Ludwig Kaiser stepped in and said, like you're Chad Gable, you're nothing but the guy that usually those guys that Gunther intimidates and always beat, or whether intimidates or beaten. So, and then he always, and then.
And I remember when I never even came in contact with her.
Lease a new 2023 Sorrento LX for $299 a month.
You never had that problem. She got the name.
Oh, before I do get to the segment with the Imperium and what's the name, Alpha Academy, it was a backstage argument between the official Adam Pearce and the one half of the women's tag team champion Chelsea Green, arguing about like Adam Pearce was basically saying your tag partner Sonya Deville isn't clear enough to compete, so you're gonna have to either relinquish the titles or you're gonna have to lose. You're gonna have to find yourself a replacement tag team. And she was like, I'm not gonna relinquish the title. And matter of fact, next week I'm gonna do a what was that? Oh yeah, a Chelsea Got Talent to find her replacement tag partner to be the women's tag. And then she threatened him about calling his manager, but he was like, you can't do that because I'm already am the manager. And he's like, all right, I'm going to call the HR, Human Resources, a.k.a. And then that's when Kaden Carter and Katana Chance came up, and it was like, just to let her know that like whoever's going to be her replacement tag team partner, they're going after for their women's tag team titles. And that's when we get to the segment with Gunther about him. He's the second longest reigning intercontinental champion. And he's like less than a month away of being the longest reigning intercontinental championship overall in WWE. And then he's always looking forward to coming to Canada to brag about him being a champion and also not to mention be a big time megastar into this industry. And that's when Alpha Academy interrupts and then shut Gunther up and then saying like he's not gonna underestimate. Like he's gonna like whatever his title match is, he's gonna face him in that match. He's gonna take that Intercontinental Championship away from the Arena General, and then he's gonna do that before he can even become the longest reigning champion.
Afternoon's announcement when Eric says he made the decision about a week ago and he knew Columbia was where he wanted to be.
And then what?
I think he was unfit. I want to come straight into close.
And what else? What happened?
We've been on campus at least 10 times.
And then that's when Ludwig Kaiser comes out. He was bragging to I embarrassed your best friend Otis in our match last week when I beat him, and then he started hitting on Maxine Dupree again about It's like in case if she gets bored of Alpha Academy, especially Otis particularly, he should join Imperium, and then and also hang out with the ring general's personal ring announcer himself, Ludwig Kaiser. But she didn't seem like she was very interested, basically. So she gave him a slap in the face, and she did a huge slap, probably made his whole lip numb. Yeah. And then that's when Giovanni Vinci starts stepping up, going forward, and then going face to face with both Chad Gable and Otis. And same with Ludwig. Looked like it was about to be a tag match, but I was wrong. Like it was a one-on-one match between Giovanni Vinci and Chad Gable, which was a very interestingly entertaining match, by the way. Y'all need to, whoever haven't watched that match already, y'all need to check it out and watch the match. You'll never regret that. Even though it's a lower mid card rivalry, but still, it's still showing the signs that WWE noticing Chad Gable's talents, and he's finally getting pushed, and he's finally gonna. It looks like he's finally gonna get the shot at the championship. And then it looked like it tonight when he hit him with a German suplex, and so shockingly and amazingly he got the win. That even got me and my mom shocked. Yeah. And then Gunther did not like this, so he's like, all right, enough, that's enough. And before they could have a chance to celebrate, and he was like, if y'all the armpit of this garbage country, I challenge you, Otis, in a match right here, right now tonight. And it looked like Otis didn't even mind a bit because he accepted by doing the dance of joy, which is another catchphrase from Simon. Shout out to my boy Simon Miller. If you're watching this video right now, but back to the match. Like Otis took on the ring general Gunther, and it looked like he had a chance of beating him. And then he even hit him with an exploder suplex that looked very explosively brutal, yeah. and then and I don't know if he did the worm. No, I don't think he did.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, I want you to think about plastic. Most windows are made out of vinyl, which is just another word for plastic. Flimsy, bendy, warpy plastic.
And then let's see right here.
Windows are made from fiberglass, which is literally twice as strong as plastic. Our fiberglass windows are far more energy efficient and will never bend or warp. Plus, they look stunning.
Oh yeah, he started fighting him and boxing him, and like he was hitting him with fist after fist after fist. And then they were having both. At first, Gunther was trying to hit him with shoulder tackles and clotheslines. He couldn't bring him down, so Otis started hitting him with clotheslines, but he couldn't bring him down. But he was just a tad of a second away from from knocking him over, and then they hit each other with a move, but they still was standing. And then that's when Otis hit him with the exploder suplex, and then he tried to hit him with his move, but Gunther got back up before Otis could do anything. Try to hit him with a missile drop kick, but that didn't work. So. And yeah, go ahead. You play. Okay, yeah. You good. But yeah, Gunther hit him with a boot to the face, barely knocked Otis down. He barely hit the half Gunther bomb on Otis for the 1, 2, 3 count. But yeah, it seemed like Chad Gable's not the only guy that WWE's pushing right now. Like they're doing pretty good into the tag division and the mid card division. Like I hope Chad Gable does win the Intercontinental Championship at one point at this time. Yeah, I would definitely give that a 4 out of the 5 stars from that match all by itself. But
that's what they're talking
but
about.
and then we get back. and then that's what happens. And then Chad Gable hits him with a German suplex from behind out of nowhere, and then sending the Imperium go packing. And then Alpha Academy stands up tall. And then I'm not sure if Chad Gable is gonna win, but whatever the match is, but I think it's gonna be anytime after Gunther becomes the longest reigning passing the Honky Tonk Man's record, whether if it's a week after or a month after. I think Chad Gable's, if I'm gonna have that ovation of winning the IC title and finally getting the push that he deserved, that he's been waiting for the past 10 years, like he said on that promo when he shooshly interrupted him. But anyway, we go backstage into the Judgment Day where they start arguing about who should be world heavyweight champion, but Rhea Ripley interrupts saying, "All right, that's enough. It don't matter who's gonna be the champion. As long as he's in your Money in the Bank." And then Dom Doms is the North American champion, and I'm women's champion. We're unstoppable, and nothing's not gonna knock us off our A game. And we're going off focus on our killer instincts. And we need to get back on track so we can maintain this streak. And then that's when Finn Balor's like, and I'm gonna start by putting the end of the American Nightmare, which we're gonna see about that at the end of the main event, where we're gonna get there in just a moment. And then we go to, and up next we go Monday Night Raw recap about the saga of the Bloodline with Jey Uso quitting not only the Bloodline, not only SmackDown, but also WWE. Now I'm not sure if this is a work or a shoot, but I think he's doing this all part of the storyline for his potential match against Jimmy Uso, whether if it'll be at Payback or all the way wait until 9 months from now at WrestleMania, or even both, because even though they said they pulled Jey Uso off of live events and the pay-per-view Payback itself, it still this independent wrestling promotion, or promoter, I should say. Let me refer my apologies. He said that Rikishi's going to be a special guest referee for his son's one-on-one match, which I'm not sure if that'll be the case because they said he quit, but I'm gonna see what happens in the next couple weeks on SmackDown. What's gonna be confirmed about Payback, and then if the match be confirmed, despite Jey Uso quitting, possibly in kayfabe, of course, I think they'll have that match when everything is confirmed. That's all my opinion for now. But anyways, he quit WWE temporarily. They said they put him off. It said that they put him off of live events and the pay-per-view itself, and even put him on the alumni section on the WWE website. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said. But let's move on to the next segment or match, which is what we're going to talk about next. We're going to do.
Hey, did you see what me and Julian did? We took all that shit out the refrigerator.
My bad. Let's see. Seeing what's the next match segment so I can get it right, because this is my first time in doing the podcast. So we're gonna
take that out. He said, "You guys take that my tiramisu pan out and take that shit. We took everything that we owed out of there." Bad, but that's what he needs.
That's what happened.
Oh, I just gave it to him.
Jackie Redmond was interviewing Drew McIntyre, saying what's next for the Scottish Warrior, and then before he could get to to the point about what he's gonna do next, and this time is run on Monday Night Raw, Matt Riddle comes in and and he was wondering if he could be his tag partner, saying like he accepted the Viking Raiders' challenge into a tag match, what's gonna be up next, and which was up next, but this was a pre-recorded a video interview from earlier on the day, and he was asking what do you say about being a tag team? We can even come up with a new name, like we could either be called the Air Bros or the Glass Bros or whatever. And then he started going on and on about being a tag team until he does the shush motion, not the shoosh. He just put his finger up to say be quiet, like some of Randy Orton would do, like, and this will give you RK Bro vibes. And this could be a reference that Randy Orton could come back as soon as we think he's gonna come back. It's just gonna take some time, but that's going to be for the next video. But we're going to talk about, well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, Drew McIntyre said, like, I'll be your tag partner if you can't find a mystery tag partner tonight. And then you never guessed it. Like, it looks like there's somebody that's actually going to be a mystery partner. Like, who could be? It could be anybody. It could be even Randy Orton himself. Nope. It was the Scotsman himself, Drew McIntyre. Like, why would they announce that he has a mystery partner if he don't even really exactly have one? It was actually the guy that said if he don't have the mystery tag partner, he'll be his tag partner. But potatoes, they have to boil for like 45 minutes. But like, it didn't really make no sense at the time, but it still was a good match. Like, with Matt Riddle starting off with fighting on against Eric, and then Ivar and them start double teaming him, doing the typical heel tag team tactics. But it wasn't enough for the original Bro, because as soon as he tags Drew McIntyre, he heads right straight to the Ivar to get his comeback move, clotheslines, the belly-to-belly suplex, the neck breaker, and then hit him with the neck breakers, and then he tried to hit the future shock DDT, which I'll be done right now. Okay, that's fine. And then, but what I'm saying is, when I'm done, then we'll start boiling the water, right? Let's see. Yeah, no, this is really trash. We got a little thing of foil. We didn't get much. We spent $2. We went to $2. But that, oh yeah, that's But that's Kendra. Or not your friend. No, your friend. But yeah, that he tried to hit him with a move, which I think he did hit the future shot DDT. I was like, hell no. While we went and grabbed what we needed. And then let's see. But no, but he has a future shot DDT, and then or no, he didn't. No, yeah, he reversed out the future shot DDT. He hits him with the. He hit him with a clothesline out of the ring. And then tagged himself in this. And then he tagged himself in this match. And then Ivar hit him with a knee strike. What's his name? Drew McIntyre. I got him 100%. You know what Daddy said? Stuff with no concentrate. Not after this comes to those glass jars. That's the one. Yeah. You got the little bottles though. Yeah, but not from concentrate. You think that'll help him? Oh wait, first he not from concentrate. He hit him with this big, powerful power slam with the near fall, but he clotheslined him out of the ring. Ivar tagged himself. Eric tagged himself in. He tried to attack him, but Drew McIntyre got him with a clothesline. He nearly hit him with the Claymore, but what's name Ivar distracted him, hit him with the right hand. That's when Eric knee striked him. Matt Riddle tagged himself into the match, and then he tried to hit him with a step up Insta-Giri, but he hit him with that springboard Viking clothesline German suplex thingamajig. Like, they thought that was going to be it because it looked similar to a finishing move, but he kicked out with the 2.999. And then that's what made Eric scream in anger, like this cannot be happening right now. Like this should have brought him out, because if it was an enhancement talent, he would have gotten him with that move. But no, this is a guy that's still a talentedly mid-card star that's not going to be kicking out the move that's not going to be just any move, even though. And then that's when they Irish whipped him to Drew McIntyre's corner. He taps up in there, Glasgow headbutt Ivar, Matt Riddle, and then Eric hit him from behind. Matt Riddle had triangle slam him outside the ring, and then Matt Riddle floating blows him right into the outside rings until Eric got back up, axe handled him. He tried to close out Drew McIntyre, get back in the ring, but no, Drew McIntyre hits him with a Claymore for the 1-2-3 kick, 1-2-3 pinfall for the victory for the new formed tag team of Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle, which I'm pretty sure they're known by as the Glass Bros, yeah. But let's see what's the new formed tag team's future ahead, because after they celebrated, they ran into the New Day, which they're talking about they're going to be the new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship. But that's when the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, of course, got defensive, and they said, "Are you really going to say this? Say this on Kofi Kingston's birthday? First you take out my leg," and then he's like, "Yeah, first you take out my leg, and now our opportunity for a tag team championship on my birthday." And he's like, and then Matt Riddle's like, "Look, like, first of all, happy birthday, and second, what you say?" But yeah. But now I remember. And also Kofi said, he's like, just because we're friends and all, y'all perform as a tag team, and just because y'all easily can earn yourself a tag team championship, you can look at the whole entire tag division, and they bust their behinds from the past years and earn themselves an opportunity to get to that point, and y'all think y'all can just get a free pass just because y'all win one measly match, and then. And then they're the longest modern day tag team championships into this modern era in WWE. And then there's like, what the hell's going on here to this matter? Yeah. That's when they challenged them in the match. Like our buddies, the Bro and Big D challenged the New Day in a tag team match in a No More Contenders tag match, to be the exact. And then whoever wins will just earn themselves a undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship opportunity. Which Drew McIntyre was about to say something, but Matt Riddle was like, "I got this." Like.
I said no, and I didn't want to.
And then he was like me and Glass Bro are gonna show you why we are eligible to win in those particular tag team championships.
I'll give him a quesadilla, just a kid's quesadilla.
And then we gladly accept y'all's challenge next week on Raw. And then that's what Kofi was like, "Oh, now y'all messed up now, like because we're gonna be the new WWE World Tag Team Champions."
And he ate a little bit of ice cream. So,
and that's when Indy Hartwell comes out and faces Rhea Ripley against Rhea Ripley in their match, which they probably lasted 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
Make sure you get an order of his.
Which looked like Indy Hartwell might have a chance, but what Indy Hartwell did not know that who she was facing, even though she got into the business of the Judgment Day, but it was only to break up because she was trying to help out her friend Raquel, help out Raquel to break up the fight where Raquel was trying to be in that brawl against Rhea Ripley, which what Adam Pearce told Raquel that she'd not be able to compete to face Rhea Ripley for her women's world heavyweight title, and then that's when, and then they showed last week on the replay, and then they also showed when he got into that in-ring brawl, or ringside brawl, I should say, because it happened ringside, and that's when all the securities and referees came up and tried to break up the fight, and then she started attacking Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, which Candice LeRae got back up and started got into a fist fight with Rhea Ripley on her own, and then they had to break that one up, and then she just basically tossed her like if she was just a piece of a bowling pin, yeah. Which I don't know what that even means, but the point is she just manhandled her after being to fist fight, and that's what leads up to a match with her facing off against the debut of Indy Hartwell, which didn't really, like I said, didn't really take that long. It was only just with Indy Hartwell hardly having the advantage of facing the Eradicator.
Figure out our moving situation. I'm gonna pay some money on the card
and then
get it, but yeah, I'm just gonna hide that motherfucker for a little bit longer. Unless I can sell a lot of drugs or something, I ain't gonna be.
Which I would say Indy Hartwell should have. She's already been and had a match by now ever since her main roster debut and making her appearance. But she's probably gonna have had her match tonight. And then I was like, if her against Rage here tonight, even though they were here they were supporting Raquel Rodriguez the week before, but still, like, if you can put Johnny Wrestling's on-screen daughter Indy Hartwell in the match, you can darn sure put a match with Johnny Gargano in a match. Like, no matter if he was facing The Miz or Gunther or even Dominic Mysterio in a match, like before or even after he won the North American title. Even though the Judgment Day are being like main event players on the Raw brand and the heel side, of course. And even though despite none of the members, particularly the senior Money in the Bank briefcase holders, Damian Priest and Finn Balor being not being champions, but they being known as the top main event heel wrestlers. But Dominic is practically the mid-card title of NXT, so I would say they should have him face none other than a former North American champion in his right of a champion, Johnny Gargano. Which, whether if he will win or lose, at least he's getting some TV time, just like his wife Candice and their on-screen daughter Indy Hartwell, which obviously, not their daughter, but moving on to the match. Rhea Ripley went on the ringside, attacked Candice LeRae, and then what's her name? Indy Hartwell hit her with a running drop kick, I believe, and then hit her with a strike of, I don't know if it's a left or right, but hit her with a punch strike. Rhea Ripley headbutted her, hit her with the rib tie for the 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres victory. And then that's when Candice LeRae had enough of Rhea Ripley's shenanigans. She came out there and started punching the living daylights out of Ripley, and then that's when Indy Hartwell hit a big boot. And then give Candice LeRae a running senton on her, and then they ran out before Dominic could do something about. But let's be honest, they're women. Like, it's not like he would actually lay a hand on them. He just let his mommy Rhea do the job. Yeah, but yeah, that's what happened. And then
what's it say? Just a quick little review.
And let's see what happened.
It's called wire worm damage, but it says if they're dry, you can peel it, and if it's not damaged to the actual potato, that's why I said peel through it or.
And then.
It's not damaged to the actual potato. Look. So maybe the other
Yeah,
one.
the tail's still dry, so it should still be fine.
Okay.
So once you peel through them, then there's no holes in there. Because see these, you don't want to eat. If they're like that, when you get through it,
Then you don't want to
that's,
eat it.
yeah, they're like
But this one's not like
since
that.
you peel
And then
yeah.
let's see.
The wire worms don't go into the potato. It's like the outer part. And that's why you wash potatoes.
Yeah, they double teamed her. They flapjack. That's what Indy Hartwell did in Big Boot. And then she hit her with a catapult senton, and then rolled out of the ring before Dominic could get in and do something. But like I said, yeah, he wasn't going to defend to do nothing anyway, even if he got there in time, because like he had a chance of being face to face with Rhea Ripley when he was against her in the Judgment Day, but he didn't do nothing. He just let her dismantle him before he became her Latino heat or whatever. Let's shift gears to the next segment or match, whatever match. I think up next, yeah. Oh, yeah. Michael Cole interviewed Shinsuke Nakamura on why he attacked Shinsuke Nakamura and what's his reasoning of doing it. And I'm not sure what the get from the King of Strong style, but all I could know is he's probably talking about his reasoning of him probably not getting a world title match in quite a while, a title opportunity for a while, and he is yet to win the main world title in the main roster. So I think he was taking a shot at Rollins for the top, and he was like, so he said what he needed to say, and then that's when Rollins came out. He was like, he was basically saying like, I don't really blame you for targeting me because like everybody cannot keep their eyes off this biggest prize into this brand on Raw. So
my parents just make me wash the dishes after they cook.
I think I'm
Yeah,
hot.
that's how it
No.
was.
yeah, don't mind my brother. But back to the segment with the interview with Shinsuke Nakamura and the promo segment between him and Rollins tonight. And then let's see what Rollins said.
If we didn't have them done by the time she got off work, she would get home probably about 30 minutes or an hour after we got home.
Yep.
And if it wasn't clean, we'd be getting our asses whooped.
Yep.
And let's see, Rollins.
I remember we would hear her pulling up the driveway. And we was like,
And
Mom, we
get to the segment right here.
Yep.
Why do you wait till
When she would come in, she could tell that we were her trying to hurry up, and she was like, "What were y'all doing this whole time?"
And then that's when everybody hum along, it's all like, whoa, wow. Which kind of reminds me of that time I went to this live event called Sunday Night Stunner. Everybody was doing that in the arena in the main event when he was wrestling the Matt Riddle for the United States title. Well, I went with my brother, my sister-in-law, and uncle. But anyway.
See, that's more different. She had all y'all.
And then, but anyway, back to the story. He was saying like, well, let's see, like it could be more than get kicked in the face than how I can get even. And he got a surprise for him, and basically said he win this win. Like if this ambush means that he's trying to look for a title opportunity against Rollins, then he got himself a match. He said challenge accepted. And then that's when Shinsuke Nakamura walked off, and then that's when we started playing Seth Rollins' music. And what Seth Rollins didn't know that Shinsuke Nakamura's gonna repeat what he did last week and hit him with a Kinshasa out of nowhere, which we got all of us shocked. Yeah, even the fans out in the audience were even shocked because it didn't seem like we're gonna see this encounter ever again unless he sneakily does this if Seth Rollins have a match like in the next couple of weeks. But anyways, we're probably gonna see this world heavyweight title match. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in one of these next Monday Night Raw Raw shows or even at the pay-per-view next month at Payback, which I'm assuming like at least 90% there's going to be a Payback. That's where they usually have world title matches, is in pay-per-views mainly. And then up next we have
What the bananas?
and then
There was some over here.
And then up next, we get to the Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch match. The match we finally gonna get to see that we should have seen at SummerSlam, but WWE have their two reasons why they wait until 2 weeks afterwards, or not even the 2 weeks. I'll say, but my apologies, a week after, like 9 days even, and then man, I'll say, what was the point of even having the match though? Despite of getting some extra few ratings, or even being in Trish Stratus' hometown in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, what was the point of even having the match if it's going to end up in a double count out? That's the only thing even though it was really good, like they were teasing hitting each other's moves of hitting the manhandling slam or the springboard running bulldog, like they end up going outside the ring, brought out in the audience, and they got double counted out. And then they still continued brawl even when it got up to the front entrance of the arena where they were hosting the show at. They started beating the living daylights out of each other into the merchandise stand. They hit face first. Trish Stratus hit Becky Lynch face first with the merchandise stand, and then Trish Stratus started throwing the merchandise like shirts and action figures that Becky, and then she caught one and started throwing it back at her, and then started hitting her face first right into the merchandise stand. She was about to hit the manhandling slam, but what's her name? Zoe Stark was there to help to come to Trish Stratus' aid. They hit her right onto the flapjack her right into the stand, and Becky Lynch started fighting back, but she was too distracted to fighting off what's her name, not Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark. She had Trish Stratus hit Becky Lynch with a chick kick, and then they celebrate like if she was the victor, but it didn't. But even though it ended up in the double count out, which this rivalry is going to continue, because Adam Pearce announced that there's going to be no shenanigans, no interference. Like as soon as they got backstage into the locker room, he's like, there's not going to be no shenanigans, no interference, no excuse of a finish. Like it's going to be in a steel cage match, which I'm not sure when it's exactly going to happen, but I'm assuming it's going to probably be next week. But let's hope we actually have a successfully great ending with Becky Lynch finally getting her revenge on Trish Stratus once and for all, basically.
Or, yeah, next time, I guess.
And then also Gunther and was arguing with Ludwig Kaiser about why you're doing being all flirtatious with that girl that's teaming with Chad Gable and Otis. And he was like, look, that was my mistakes, but I promise you, I'm gonna go straight to Adam Pearce's office, and I am going to demand a match against Chad Gable. I know, I'm going to, and then that's what Gunther's like, no, I'm going straight to going to Adam Pearce's office, and I'm going to demand him to do a match for my Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable next week. And yep, that's yes, sir. And yes, sir, and ma'am, they're going to have, if I'm going to have this Intercontinental Championship match next week on Monday Night Raw. And what you think about the match, and what you think about the status of Chad Gable being a single star? And do you think he's going to beat Gunther next week for the Intercontinental Championship? Let me know down in the comments down below. I think that Gunther's going to have some kind of unfair advantage to retain, so he can go and be over a month. And then over next month he's gonna beat what's his name's record, the Honky Tonk Man, and then that's when Chad Gable finally gonna get his rematch. Like after the fact he keep getting opportunities until they're gonna. And that's how I'm gonna see they're gonna book it. Like they're gonna do the match like at the next pay-per-view, probably like at Fastlane somewhere, for an example. Yeah. Chad Gable's finally gonna get the standing ovation of winning the match by be him one-on-one, no excuses, no shenanigans, no BS, no nonsense, no Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci interfering. And they're gonna be barred from ringside, like, and it's gonna be just a one-on-one classic. And then it looks like Gunther's might be gonna beat him for like the second or third time in a row. Chad Gable hits him with a surprising rolling German suplex for an unexpected 3-count victory. But anyway, we're gonna get to the next match, which is the main event. Cody Rhodes taking on Finn Balor. And at first it was just a normal, usual, typical one-on-one match. Like at first, at the beginning, it was just going back and forth with the grappling amateur style wrestling, like with the Irish whips and the shoulder tackles and the headlocks and etc. And then that's when the Judgment Day come out, start trying to interfere in the match. And then that's when it looked like Cody Rhodes, and then right at the end, towards the middle end, it looks like Cody Rhodes was trying to hit him with the crossroads, and he started paid tributes to his former legacy tag partner, Randy Orton, doing the haunting and taunting and stalking Finn Balor. He looks like he's about to hit the crossroads, but Damian Priest came out, distract Cody Rhodes. Finn Balor hits him with a sling blade, and then soon after hit him with the corner missile drop kick right in the corner turnbuckle. Now, before he can do the turnbuckle, he hits him with a signature super kick, trying to go for the Cody cutter, but Finn Balor hits him with the elbow reverse DDT, and then for the near 3 count, but he only got the 2-point double triple 99999. Finn Balor tried to go for another missile corner drop kick, and then he successfully hit the move, but Finn Balor tried to hit the coup de grace, and then
They just sent me all the fucking details. I don't know why they
but no,
it's like 1,000 or 1,100 a month. It's something like that.
I want to closet.
coup de grace, but no, Cody Rhodes got out of he tried to hit him with the coup de grace, he reversed out of it. Cody Rhodes tried to go for the crossroads, but he rolls him up into a small package, which is the most devastating move in all sports entertainment. Another shout out to my homeboy Simon and the rest of the What Culture crew. And then Cody Rhodes came out, and then he kicks out of the small package, and then they went out to try to fly for a suicide dive, but Damian Priest grabbed onto his legs, distracting him. And then Finn Balor tries to, and it almost give him enough time for him to tackle Cody Rhodes, but no, he threw him right to Damian Priest, and he double suicide dived both Priest and Balor. And then he started going wild with the fans, yeah. And then started making a comeback. And then Cody Rhodes threw Finn Balor back in the ring.
I know, but I'm saying better goes
And then Dominic Mysterio grabs onto his legs. Dirty Dom's he distract when he tried to hit him on the top rope, but Finn Balor goes and tries to hit him with a few punches while trying to go for a top rope suplex. And then And then after he hits the superplex and he tried to go for a pinfall, the referee hit one, the referee two, but he kicks out right at the half of a close near 3 count, which was like 2.5 seconds, which is meaning is. And then Finn Balor tried to hit.
It's called sharp arm.
And then that's when I think Finn Balor tried to go for a coup de grace. But I think Cody Rhodes got out of it. Rhea Ripley.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hidden heel.
Yeah, look at
That's
this.
your daddy's
That's your
heel.
dad. Yeah.
No.
Yes. Look at that thing. On all of it.
I know.
That's block.
On that thing.
No, that's block.
And then when Dirty Doms and Rhea Ripley tried to distract, that's when Dirty Doms and Rhea Ripley tried to distract, what's his name? Just try to distract Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. That's when Sami Zayn tried to come out, try to help him fight off Dirty Doms. And then that's when him and Rhea Ripley got the number disadvantage, and then disadvantage on poor Sami Zayn. And then
But they own shit in Missouri and Kansas.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a different hidden hills?
Yeah, Hidden Hills is in Missouri. It's not Kansas.
but I'm saying,
It's
The same company. They only pay.
Yeah, it's Block. Block owns Hidden Hills.
No,
They dad-
Mama.
That's what I'm saying. It's the
And
same.
then
Why, okay, whoever BR way.
Yeah. They own Lewis's place.
Yeah, but they own also these other
In
places.
Johnson County. Your
No.
daddy told me.
Oh my God. No, this is all over the Kansas City metro area. KCK, KCMO.
If they accepted him with eviction.
No,
they
it's a different state.
Oh.
He never had an eviction in Missouri. Never. So that's how he could go over there. He never had an eviction in
So is that
Missouri.
what I'm gonna have to do? I'm about to go.
He never had an eviction.
And then-
That's why they accepted him.
never mind, my bad.
These people are in Kansas City and they're all free.
Damian Priest, that's what happened. Damian Priest tried to give Finn Balor the briefcase. That's what happened. He tried to give him the briefcase. Finn Balor,
No, you got more opportunities.
but Finn Balor was like, "What you do?" And then Dominic was still trying to distract the referee so he could do it. But he's like, "I don't need you. Like, I don't need your help. Like, I can do this all on my own." And then Cody Rhodes hit him with the briefcase, ironically. Then hit him with the crossroads on top of that for the 1-2-3 victory. And then they tried to do a 4-on-1 disadvantage while Sami Zayn tried to come out and try to fight off at the aid of Cody Rhodes, but the number disadvantage was getting the better of them, and then they threw Sami Zayn right through Alan the announce table. Another reference to World Culture, of course, no matter whoever you see it as. And then
I'm giving this information.
And then
your people, your management just messaged me back and they own
and then
Exactly.
and then that's when Finn, and then soon after Finn Balor hit him with the coup de grace, and then coup de grace the stand up tall before the end of the show, and then they stand out tall for the, and then stand out tall before the end of the match. Not the match, the end of the show of Monday Night Raw, and then that was and that's it. And I think I forgot about the Miz, about the backstage interview, which I did. But before the interview, LA Knight, they were talking about his encounter with LA Knight and their confrontation, their promo confrontation, and then about like the Miz attacking him, and then until as soon as LA Knight hits him with the BFT, and then Byron Saxton. And then that's when Byron Saxton did a backstage interview about last week about what he thinks about LA Knight. But he was like, I don't want. And let's see on this interview right here.
Yeah, they did. They got one off in Bonner Springs or that's no
State Avenue. The one up State Avenue. The one 120 something.
Yeah,
By the Legends.
yeah, I know.
There's one right there.
If we move me and her move lives, I could just fucking work right quick. I can transfer from Lawrence to down there. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I could,
I was trying to think. I was like, wait a minute, there is one. There's one right there. Okay. What's that? going to 24.
yeah, my thing is I could work here for about 6 months or a year. Or whatever.
And there's townhomes and stuff up in that area.
Okay, there it is. And then there's the. And,
Okay, yeah. You got all these potatoes. She got
Okay, I'm gonna touch that.
and he was like, what's this about LA Knight? Like, everybody knows that I'm better than him on the mic and I'm better than him in the ring. And
Thank you.
That was me.
and then
So I tried to help.
and Byron Saxton's like, well, actually, LA Knight shook his hand, and then that's when the Miz was like, I did not shake his hand. Like, you don't deserve to shake my hand.
12.
12.
And then he started asking, Byron Saxton, like, are you a LA Knight guy? And then he's like, and are you buying his merchandise and being on the bandwagon and the fan club and being a huge fan of basically just a fan of the wrestlers? He's like,
Dog, he keeps knocking this stuff loose.
and then
It's what's his name? It's Pepper. I mean Pickles. I said Pepper. Pickles.
And it-
Keep knocking
and then Byron Saxton get a quick yeah response, and then that started giving the Miz flashbacks because he started shouting at Byron Saxton, "Don't scratch, yeah!" And then that made me and my sister crack the hell up, yeah. I was like, it made sound like he was not a fan of Lil Jon at all whatsoever. For telling, the way he said it seems like he's not a Little John guy because he does not like that word. Yeah, thanks to LA Knight basically, and he's like, he's like, and I've been in every ring with everybody. I've beaten every guy that half the guys that he even beat, like, and then he's like, and I can do that, and I can beat LA Knight, and you understand me, and do you understand me, Byron Saxton? And he was like, yeah, I mean, awesome, and then they just stormed out of there. But yeah, that's basically what happened, what went down on Raw tonight, and on my opinion, what will I give the show overall? I would say I would give it 4. It's kind of controversial. I'll give it 4 stars out of the 5. Either way, I would say it's a perfect 5, but I think it's a 4. If not the greatest, but it was the best Raw, like in recent weeks, of course. Yeah. Other than a couple of flaws, like with the double count out finish between Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch and I don't know others. Only thing I can think of is that. But on my opinion, I would give it just a 4 out of 5 stars. And let me know what you guys think about tonight's Raw down in the comments down below. And I'll see you all in the next video, which I'm going to be making another video tomorrow night. It's a review for NXT. Y'all, I hope y'all check this out to those guys that are watching these videos right now. And I'll see you all then. Sass out. Sass out.
You got mashed potatoes for what?